starting already. What the fuck?
Are we?
Normally it takes you forever.
To do what?
I don't know. You tell me.
To actually start?
This might explode.
Well, make sure you put it over the computer when you open it. Dude, I handed Jack a Kleenex to blow his nose last night. It was Max, Mom in the middle, Jack in our bed reading the goodnight story, you know. Mom's laying down a little bit. I hand the Kleenex over. He blows his nose. I reach my hand back to grab it. He doesn't even look. He just kind of slams it into my hand. But he misses and just hits Mom right in the eye.
Oh!
And I was like, oh, God. And she was in so much pain. I'm Jason.
I'm Jules.
And
we doing filmographies.
Can I have a shot already?
Oh, yeah.
He's going to throw them all at me.
Oh, is that the lemon lime one?
Sour apple.
No, I got the lemon lime.
Okay. You like sour apples?
It's funny because I was like, just give me a couple of randos. He goes, how about this one?
The guy at the liquor store? It's so much worse. I hate it.
Yeah.
You ready for your lemon lime?
I am.
Will you tell me if it's good after you drink it?
Yeah.
Does that one have glass in it like the other ones?
No, it doesn't.
Shit, fuck, yours smelled good?
Mm-hmm.
Mine did not. I smelled my bottle too.
I mean, it smells like Pine Sol, but,
Yeah.
you know.
I guess this one also smells like rubbing alcohol, but like I kind of pick up on a green apple smell.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here we go.
Opa. Ooh. Wow. Oh.
Do you think
Whew, that is straight varnish.
I wish I didn't look this up, but I wish that Telly Savalas named one of his kids Kelly. I'd like there to be a Kelly Savalas.
I would like that too.
Well, there isn't.
One of the guys in the movie The Fence, which is what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Whew. His name was Raynor Shine.
Oh, fuck you. Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Wait, the character name or the actor?
The actor. The character's name was Jesse. He was the neighbor who was on dope.
That guy?
I have to assume he's some sort of a country music star or something with a name like that.
I've seen him in things.
Rain or Shine. Oh, man. What a dipshit.
Tonight it's a Jules pick.
Yeah.
It's The Fence.
1994.
This came out in 94?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There's another movie called The Fence.
I think I knew that it came out in 94, but then when you said that, something about it feels very 1991.
It's a little movie, often talked about in, the higher echelon circles of film snobbery.
Yeah. Why'd you pick it, Julian?
You know, it's weird. We were doing boners, and Billy Wirth, he's on my mind. And I'm like, well, what else has this guy done? Maybe he's been in some whack action movie. And I see this, and I'm thinking, I don't know, this kind of looks like maybe it's got a slight element of action to it.
Yeah?
Because I'm operating under the impression that it's called The Fence because somebody in the movie is a fence.
Yeah.
And that's not true.
No.
Not true at all. And then this movie has little to no action in it. There's a headlock at one point.
Yep.
And some shooting and a little fighting.
I thought that headlock was a murder, but nope.
No, and then he apologized.
Yeah.
And I loved it. So Billy Wirth. I said, fuck it, man. Let's see what this guy's all about.
Yeah.
And this was also the theatrical debut of Freddy Rodriguez.
Okay, I would like to tell you that on Tubi,
Yeah.
the first credit, Freddy Rodriguez.
On IMDb, it is as well, and Billy isn't in that headline credit of, like, they usually have 3 actor names.
Oh yeah, I think that I was confused. I was like, is this right?
Yeah, once you scroll down, he's like number 3 or something on
How's
there.
that even possible?
I don't know.
He's in every shot.
What's even crazier is on IMDb, the splash page where it lists, 12 or 14 of the actors. The lady isn't featured in there. You have to dig into all cast and crew.
I feel like I've seen her and stuff.
She reminds me of Ray Don Chong.
You're tied to them by a coincidence of fate.
Yeah, a little bit.
But I was feeling her.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I got to
like
tell
you
you.
can feel her ghosting you up. Like when you close your eyes, you're like, she's touching me right now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I got to tell you, Jason.
Yeah.
I like this movie.
Really?
I did. There was like a brief moment where it kind of got a little whack, but it's life, and it circles back and you're like, okay.
Can I tell you something?
Please do.
I hate this movie.
Oh, man.
No, I don't hate it, but I will say, can I tell you something?
Mm-hmm.
I like Billy Wirth, I think. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
I like this guy.
There was a review for this film in issue of Variety in 1994.
Oh, boy. Were they kind to it?
Well, they said, up-and-comer Wirth broods and smolders like a young John Cassavetes.
He's kind of good. Have you seen what happened? What his credits become shortly after this?
Not after this, but he was on 3 episodes of American Gladiators in 1989 as a contestant.
Really?
/ himself.
That's interesting.
Isn't it?
Yeah. I loved American Gladiators.
Oh, I loved it too. They shooting those tennis balls. The final gauntlet. You got to grab that shield.
I met some of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was some stupid convention we went to, and there was 2 gladiators there.
Interesting.
I couldn't tell you who.
Oh, you could tell me.
Nitro and Bulbous.
You can hit me with that synopsis.
I will. The Fence. After killing his father in self-defense, Terry Griff, Freddy Rodriguez, is sentenced to hard time in juvenile detention. After a successive series of scuffles and skirmishes, Terry Griff, Billy Wirth, graduates to serving hard time in an Illinois penal system. Suddenly released from jail, Terry must try to walk the straight and narrow to avoid going back to prison. It's while on the streets that he strikes up a friendship of sorts with local grifter Bobby Styler, Sully McCullough, and a blossoming romance with Dell's sister-in-law Jackie, Erica Gimple. But the odds of success are stacked against Terry as he tries to stay out of troubles and make a life for himself, all while straddling the fence.
Because it's what is that, like a euphemism?
What, straddling a fence?
No,
or
the fence. The fence.
I don't know if you'd say it's a euphemism.
Not a euphemism.
You're either on one side of the
simile?
fence or the other.
Yeah.
I think it's just a description for life.
Yeah, that too. So the tagline for this film was, his only crime was trying to survive, which isn't true. Because he does kill his father.
Yep.
He only gets a few years in juvie, but it's while there's like some sort of a big brouhaha. He tries to escape a couple of times.
Is this spoken? How do you hear about this?
Yeah. After he's sent away, you see him in like a field, and there's like a big skirmish between some guards and some kids, and he's running, and they go, "I'm trying to escape. It gives you another whatever."
Is he Freddy Rodriguez in this?
Still, yeah.
God, I must have been tuned out right away.
But he does assault a guard, and that's how he lands in prison for 12 years.
Man,
he goes in when he's 15 after he kills his old man. He must serve a couple of years because I guess, do we know how old he is when he gets out? 30?
I mean, wouldn't he be 28 then if he was
12
away
years in prison alone?
About 30.
28. Yeah, probably about 30, 31 or 2 maybe. Does a couple of years in juvie and then graduates to prison for 12 years.
You think that's... I mean, I figured he just did 13 altogether.
No, he did 12 in prison specifically when he's an adult. So he must have done 2 years in juvie, became an adult, and then attacked the guard or whatever.
It's wild how much you paid attention to this, because as soon as it started and it was like the smeary flashback shots, I was like, oh,
that was rough.
I'm fucked.
It didn't look like Freddy Rodriguez either.
No, kind of a little bit.
A little bit. Kind of looked like, I don't know what it looked like.
How the fuck is this like 2 years before 6 Feet Under or 3 years before? I guess maybe that's more like the year 2000.
I guess, yeah.
It does not... okay.
So he's in prison in Illinois. And he's got an old man friend named
Dell.
And Dell is junkin'. Oh, no. Billy is doing a thing where 2 guys put their biceps together and they put a cigar in between them and they see who can last the longest before flinching.
Billy's got no feelings left.
He's a walking zombie. And he wins. And Dell goes, "Oh, man, you got to take care of that." And he goes, "But you're on the dope. And you owe the Rudy some money."
What's wrong with you, man? This shit give you brain damage. You got a family that's counting on you. You want to pull the detox strap to a fucking mattress? What can I do? You gotta lay off that shit, man.
Take these matches that I won.
Yeah, what's that about? What is that prison currency?
I guess.
I thought maybe it was just money wadded up. I don't really...
Maybe.
His matches?
It looked like a box of matches, yeah. I don't know how that works, because it's cigarettes and Legacy of Rage, which makes more sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Matches with...
So he goes to pay Rudy, but he doesn't have enough. And then Rudy goes, all right, well, you're cut off. So his friend's like, all right, I got to kick the junk, you know?
He's so old.
Oh, yeah. They call
his buddy's like 60.
some guy calls Billy into his office and he goes, hey, there's a early release program. And I think you earned a shot. I'll put your name on the list.
That guy's a horrible actor, too.
You get out in 2 weeks.
Is this guy unbelievably bad?
I mean, he's, you know, whatever.
Look, Griff, you've done clean time here. I'm giving you a second chance because I believe you've earned it.
Oh, man, this is not good. You like this movie. I'm just going to be like, isn't this crazy how bad this part is?
I mean, look, there are parts that are, you know, clumsy, cheap.
Yeah.
But overall, what I like is, I mean, it gets a little crazy right at the end when he's trying to scheme. But up to that point, I feel like this is pretty realistic.
Yeah. I mean, at the end, I was like, wait a minute. You mean you could have been a real movie the whole time? You just chose not to.
And so he goes, hey, is Dell on that list? And he goes, yeah, he is. So Billy's like, all right, me and Dell are going to get out.
If you come back for anything, you'll never leave.
And then he goes to find Dell, who's weeping in a shower and shaking.
Yeah.
He goes, I need that junk, Billy.
I can't make it.
God damn it, Dell. He goes, go talk to Rudy.
Doesn't Dell say, like, I'm going to get in trouble?
Billy goes, if you don't get back to your bunk for lockdown or whatever, you're going to be in the shit. We got 2 weeks, man. So he goes to Rudy, hey, I need some of that smack. And Rudy goes, nah, get out of here.
You never asked me for no smack before. Was this for your little arm burn from the cigar?
Mm-hmm. And then he, like, Rudy's henchman is like, I'm going to fuck him up, Rudy. And he goes, nah, chill out. And then Billy, like, grabs Rudy.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. He doesn't put anything to his throat, but it seems like it.
Don't hurt me. I got some aloe. I'll give you some aloe.
And he grabs some smack.
Yeah.
And he gives it to Dell, and Dell smacks it up. And then Rudy goes, I don't like this shit, man. This guy's...
I don't like this shit.
And so he goes, you know what? I'm going to teach this guy a lesson. And they spike some dope, and they put it in a drawer that they know Dell's going to look in. He finds all this dope. He goes, oh, shit.
I thought somebody handed him an envelope.
No, he opens up a drawer, I think, and finds the envelope.
Okay.
Maybe they hand it to him and he pretends like he's opening up a drawer.
Oh, maybe it wasn't a drawer.
But the guy who wanted to fuck up Billy, he's watching and he goes, oh, yeah, I like this.
Why would this old man be like, oh, free drugs?
Uh-huh. And he immediately goes back to his bunk.
This is great.
He starts tooting it.
Is that snorting?
Yeah.
Tooting? You did it like a hand thing.
Because you do this. It's tooting. And he starts, arg, hergerg. And Billy goes, what the hell? And he runs over.
It was just Ajax.
Yeah, and he goes, oh, fuck Billy.
It's in my brain. I can feel it sizzling.
Tell my wife I miss her. And then he dies.
She's 30 years younger than me, and we had children together.
So Dell's dead now.
I'm actually her father.
And Billy gets out
Go ahead.
at the same time as Rudy.
Yeah.
And Rudy's met by two of his henchmen.
Oh, yeah, Neil Mahoney.
Neil Flynn.
Fuck Mahoney.
Plays Dominic.
Who's Neil Mahoney?
I don't know.
Nobody?
Maybe.
Thinking of John Mahoney?
Probably.
Neil
Of course you are. If you're thinking of any Mahoney, it's got to be John. So they're like, oh, shit, boss, let's get out of here. And he goes, see you later, Billy. And Billy gets out of there, too.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, hey, here's this. He goes, what is this? He goes, it's a bus pass. Well, there's a bus over there, man. Get out of here, you know. It's real cool.
Yeah.
That's the kind of jail I could do some hard time in.
Yeah?
You know? Nobody's raping you.
Well, you don't know
You
that.
could do smack if you wanted, but you don't need to. Play games with guys.
What kind of games were they playing?
Burn arm. You know?
Yeah.
So he gets on the bus and he immediately goes to Dell's family.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Does he check in at his lodge first? I think he checks in at the lodge first.
Okay.
And that's when he meets Rain or Shine. And he goes, I'm here to meet. Just sign in. So he signs in and he goes, your room's over there. The guy's looking at him real hard. And it's like, you know, flop house, halfway home, apartment building. And he showers and he comes back and his, what do they call those guys? A PO, his parole officer.
Yeah.
I recommend you lock your door around this place. Some real lowlifes. And he goes, here's $100.
Might wake up and somebody's sucking your thumb off the side of the bed.
Yeah. He gives him $100. The state gives him $100.
Wow.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
You know? And he goes, take the weekend, settle in, and we'll start Monday.
Don't spend all that $100 today, though.
So he's like, fuck, word. And he goes,
food.
He goes to see Dell's family. His, I guess, ex-wife or wife. It's hard to say.
Dell's?
Yeah.
I think it's still his wife. Is
Still
it
his
not?
wife, yeah. And he gives her a necklace that Dell had that Dell's wife's mother gave to Dell. And then all of a sudden, I keep forgetting her fucking name.
Rebel Gibson.
Erica Gimple
That was pretty close.
comes in and she goes, who the hell are you, white boy?
Get the fuck out of here.
He goes, I'm Billy.
We ain't having any soup. No crackers around here.
Mm-hmm. And she goes, I don't like you.
There's something there. If you want to work on that phrase, it's yours.
Shove off. And he goes, I'm sorry, I didn't mean. No, it's fine. And he leaves. And he runs into Dell's son, I guess, who seems awfully young.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Dell's probably been in jail for 25 years.
I guess. But then how did he have this boy? Because the boy's like
No, I know.
17.
I don't understand why his wife's so much younger.
That too. I thought,
Like
was that his
lot.
daughter?
No.
And that's his grandson? No, it's his wife and kid.
And his
And her
wife's
sister.
is
Who's like
the
20.
same age
Yeah.
or younger than Billy.
That was just a grave robber. Cradle robber.
Yeah.
He's in the grave now, though.
Yeah.
And he goes, what you doing here, man? He goes, I knew your daddy. He was a cool guy. Fuck him.
Nothing but a damn junkie.
Hey, man, he was a lot more than that.
Maybe for you.
So then he runs into Bobby Stylen, who's selling wristwatch on the street.
What you mean you don't need that? Your wrist is bare. You need a watch. You need to know what time it is. All right, man, get on out of here. Wasting my time leaning up on my car like that.
So then he gets a job working at
Lava Factory?
a lava factory from a Pink Floyd album cover.
Oh, yeah.
That one shot of it,
Is it all the pigs with wings?
the establishing shot, it's like it's on Mars or some shit. It's like, what is happening here? He then keeps going back. He buys the Dell Jr. a Game Boy with some made-up game on it.
How does he get this Game Boy?
Game Boys were $89.99 when they came out.
And he got the $100, but
Mm-hmm.
it came with a game? Because he hasn't gotten the paycheck yet, because he doesn't get a paycheck till later, and he gets real mad when he gets it.
Well, and I feel like the Game Boy came out in like 1989. So if it's 94, probably got it used,
Yeah.
you know, $50.
Maybe killed the family, did a home invasion
Yeah.
after he murdered the kids.
Should have got Gargoyle's Quest on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He fucked up.
Sure. Super Hunchback?
That too.
That was a good one.
Yeah. One of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games is pretty good on there. And Terminator 2. But the thing about Terminator 2 was there was a part where you had to like move wires to connect, to rewire something.
But some green, black, and white, so...
There was two options and it seemed like they were random. If I got the one, I could never do it. If I got the other one, I could do it. So I'd play the whole game and then I get to that point, and if it was the wrong one, well, game over.
Oh.
Game over, man.
Oh, that's sad.
So he's like, I fucking love this game. And Erica Gimple's like, I love it too.
I like you now.
Yeah, you're cool with me now.
You want to be his daddy?
And he's talking mad tall tales to the boy outside. I think she wants to go to school to become a nurse. And Billy's working, you know, doing his thing. And what's his name? Bobby Stylen. He wants Billy to go on a scheme with him. But Billy's like, man, you a punk. Get your life straight. Then all of a sudden, Billy gets his first paycheck.
Yeah.
And it's like wicked short.
30% short.
And he goes, hey, what the hell is this all about? And the foreman manager guy goes, it's part of the deal, you know.
33.33333% short.
Yeah. It's pi
No.
squared. And he goes, what deal?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The job fee. 1/3 of your pay for the first 6 months, then 20% after that if you last. What, you think you just walk in here fresh out of the lockup and go on full pay?
And he goes, what?
You see any other male models around here? Cutting that lava flow?
What, you think we're jackhammering, bursting water mains, and dancing in the fucking rain?
Not here, Billy.
Not here, son. And he goes, well, fuck. And he goes to see the PO. And he goes, man, what you stealing my money for? He goes, you dumb fuck. Close the door. He closes the door, actually. He goes, that's just the way it works, baby. Welcome to the real world. And Billy goes, this bullshit. I want to talk to your superior.
Oh, no problem. Let me get him on the phone right now.
Oh, wait, no. Before this, Erica invites him over for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
And he comes by, and it's her, a doctor guy she knows, and the white lady that he's dating.
Uh-huh. And they're all smoking.
Eventually, they're smoking a joint.
No.
Yeah, they're passing it around.
Are they?
And that's why she's all weird. Yeah, when they're on the couch.
Oh.
Which I thought was expert acting.
Oh.
The white lady's talking, the doctor's talking about how it's capitalism, man, and she's passing it.
Well, of course, that's weed talk. Okay.
And then they go to Billy, because Billy lights a cigarette. And he goes, what do you know about life, man? You seem like a philosopher.
Did Billy hit that weed?
No, because he's on PO.
Hey, Billy, good job. I'm glad you're looking out for your own self-worth.
Yeah, and he goes, I was in prison. The guy goes, what?
Self-worth.
Serving hard time. Serving hard time. And he goes, oh, damn it. What's it like in there, man?
Oh, man, they make you hold lit cigars in the crook of your arm.
They take bed sheets and they cut holes in them. He goes, holy shit, this prison shit sounds wild. And they're all snickering because she's hitting the joint too.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, nah, I'm just fucking with you. Oh, man. We're going to get out of here, though. Word, okay. And Erica's just stoned out of her brain.
Okay, I want you to listen to my breath.
He goes, sorry about that, telling him I was in jail. And she goes, nah, I should have told him right away because she said he was out of town.
Why? I wouldn't offer up that information to people. Like, hey, this is Jules. He spent 15 years in jail, prison. Hey, he did his time. So it was okay what he did because he did his time.
Well,
is that the rule?
Yeah.
It's fine. You can,
as long as you do the time,
then you're good.
You're fine.
Nice.
You get to vote. And I forget what he says, but she goes, you know how it is when people look at me because I'm Dell's sister-in-law and they judge me.
Well, because the neighborhood where they have
for having a jail guy.
They have like a nice house and she feels secure enough there to sleep on the porch.
Yeah, they live in
open porch.
Green Gables.
Yeah.
Florida.
It's like the worst thing going on in that neighborhood is that there's like 5 young black kids hanging out in that one spot, and if you're white and you walk by, one of them stands up a little bit and then sits back down.
The one kid gets in his way when he catches the football.
I don't think he's trying to.
He does.
He tries to get in his way?
He gets in his way and he looks at him.
Oh, really?
But Billy just walks by and they're perfectly fine with that.
Oh.
But she gets a little defensive, but she's high out of her fucking mind.
Oh.
He goes, oh, shit. The last train to Clarksville is in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
She goes, oh. And then it cuts to him laying in a bed by himself.
Having a bad dream like a dog.
So I'm like, oh, shit, he must have left.
He reminds me of when Bruno has nightmares over there. He's like,
oh, yeah, he gets nuts. He isn't doing that yet, though. And she peeks in. I'm like, oh, he stayed. Did they have sex already? Because she goes, I left a towel for you in the bathroom. They didn't Oingo Boingo yet, though.
No.
And she's biting her bottom lip. She's just oozing serotonin.
Okay. Because they're both like very good looking people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this, man, see, this is where it gets good. So she leaves and she's about to close that door. First off, I assume he's laying in the boys' room.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's got a Chicago Bulls poster on the wall.
Hell yeah.
He's smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, you can just do that back then. It's insane every time I watch these movies that I just see people smoking in enclosed spaces.
Yeah. She's basically extricating herself from the situation because she's lean, mean, and ready to...
She's pressing into that door frame. Did you see her? She's kind of moving up and down a little bit.
Yeah. She's lean, mean, and ready to scream. Go with it. And she starts closing the door and he goes, oh, no, wait. Leave it open. Hold me. I'm scared.
Oh, yeah, he does say it.
She goes, oh, okay.
I don't like closed doors in my house. Just like that Third Friday movie.
Shut the door. What's wrong with you? Don't you got no manners?
I think she did ask him earlier what he went in for. And he was like, not yet.
I mean, wouldn't you like offer the information up?
Absolutely, because it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I didn't like rape people or rob people.
Yeah,
I
didn't beat an old lady senseless.
No, my dad was beating the ever-loving shit out of me, and he's beating my mom real hard, so I shot him to death.
We didn't touch on this. He was beating the shit out of him while teaching him how to box.
Yeah, because later on you see him stumbling around. He's got those gloves on.
Yeah, in the beginning there. And then his mom comes in like, oh, no, TJ. His dad's name is TJ Griff, I think.
Okay.
So he starts having a bad dream.
Well, you know, these dads, they teach their kids to box, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then they're just like, I fucking hate you, and just start hitting them.
You wear gloves. I don't. And he's in his sleep.
Yeah.
She comes in. William.
Are you dreaming about cats? The cat's chasing you?
And it takes him a minute to wake up while she's caressing him. She's kissing his shoulder. She's rubbing his hand.
That's pretty crazy when she kisses him. So I was like...
It's a little maternal.
Yeah, but also no.
But also like this...
How are you guys not fooling around?
Because there's a brief moment where she's rubbing his arm and then touches his stomach and almost looks like she's going to go under the covers.
Touch the pee-pee?
And doesn't. So I'm like, oh shit.
And we could safely assume that he's never had sex with a woman.
That's absolutely what he says.
Yeah.
And he doesn't say it, but he intimates it.
It's possible he's done some other things.
She's kissing on him, and she goes, when did you go in?
What if he was fucking Dell? What if Dell was his old man lover?
Could be. We thought it was his dad, but it's not.
I've been in jail since my balls dropped. I've been wanting to put it somewhere for so long. Dell, you're so nice to me.
So he's never been in a woman.
Right.
And they start kissing. And then he fucking pushes her down. I thought we were going to see titty, but we didn't.
No.
I'm glad we didn't. And then don't spoil her. She's porcelain.
Okay.
But he's kissing her really awfully.
Maybe he doesn't know how to do it.
Just putting his lips over hers.
Isn't that what you do? You try to inflate their face?
That happens later. They try to inflate Bobby Stylen. And I guess they boink. And then it cuts to him sleeping, and she's on him, his chestal area. She moves in and puts her head on his neck. And then they go to the train station. Because this whole time I'm thinking, boy, he probably needed to check in. If he's at a halfway house.
Yeah.
He should not have did what he did.
It was just one night.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I suppose they check on you. You got to check in.
You have to be in at like 10 p.m. to be there.
Okay.
So they're at the train depot, which is like a weird little shanty. You notice that? The building he comes out of? First, when that lady goes, you got money for me? I'm an old dancer.
Oh, yeah. What is...
That's the train station. I guess it leads up, but it looks like an old, like, substation, a wooden substation or some shit.
Yeah, it lets out right into the bad part of the city.
So they're kissing, he's touching her face, and they're just madly in love.
Mm-hmm.
And he leaves. I'll see you Friday. He gets back, signs in, goes into his apartment, and his PO is waiting for him. You dumb motherfucker.
Do you does your brain also try to, what's his name? Wendell Pierce? Mm-hmm. Like, my brain just wants to put him into that role. Mm-hmm. And it's not that guy. This guy ain't no Wendell Pierce.
Close, though.
It's his dad.
And oh, come on, man, give me a break. I wish he would have been like, I was with a woman. Because I think he would have been like, all right, a lot sooner.
Yeah.
Right. He called the police, though.
Mm-hmm.
And they show up, and he goes, all right, you owe me, though. Say it.
I owe you. Good. Now get cleaned up for work.
And the cops come in, and he goes, sorry, fellas, it's a false alarm. How about breakfast on me for your trouble?
That's weird.
He playing that game, though. So now, when he confronts him, and he goes, I want to talk to your superior. He goes, all right. He gets on the phone. I need a squad car. Billy Wirth's got dope. And he pulls a bag of dope out of his fucking drawer.
Hell yeah, dude.
Guy's rolling around with dope.
Never know when you're going to need some dope.
He goes, what?
That ain't mine.
He pushes the phone down and he grabs him. He's choking him. Guy, oh, fuck. Oh, this 160-pound man is choking my 225-pound body.
You should have killed him.
He should have. I thought he was going to.
I wanted him to.
He does, and he lets him go, and the guy starts choking, coughing. I'm sorry, man. Are you okay? You're done here. You're still fucked. I like our tickets. And Billy runs out of there and goes to see Erica. Taps on her window. Hey, boo, you awake? She goes, nah, you rock me so hard. I've been sleeping this whole week. And she goes, Billy, you missed our date. He goes, I got to leave. I'm fucked up. Again, he doesn't explain.
No, he never explains.
This guy tries to he took my money and then he tried to plant dope on me.
Hey, you do realize that men and women did not communicate back in the 90s.
Absolutely. Even now.
Yeah.
You just look at each other with disdain.
Sometimes they'll spit on her.
And fart. She goes, oh, he does love me.
50% of the time when I fart, you know what happens?
What?
Coins fall in my ass.
Oh. Why do you put them in there? You still do that?
Yeah, it's fine.
And so he doesn't tell her anything except I got to leave and I want you to leave town with me and go on the run.
Yeah.
She goes, I can't do that. I got a life.
Yeah.
And I just met you and had sex with you.
One time.
It
was good.
And you were a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to say it at the time, but you didn't know what you were doing. So he goes, listen, I'm going to give you 24 hours to figure your shit out. And he goes to find Bobby. Oh, he goes back to see Jesse because Jesse tried to get him to hide dope for him while his parole officer was coming. And he dumps it down the sink.
You're wasting it.
Get your life together, man. Fuck. And he leaves. So he goes back to see Jesse, even though he's a wanted criminal now and he's at this halfway house.
Yeah.
And he starts not really hitting on him, but kind of like throwing him around. Tell me where you get your smack. Oh, I can get you pussy, man. I can get you drugs. What the fuck? Oh, don't pour my drink. He's pouring his heroin into the fan.
Oh, he's just taking like.
He's like christening it like.
It's those, I guess, more of those little foil balls. Like, what are they, like $5 a piece?
Okay.
With just a little bit of heroin.
I thought maybe it was crack.
Chucking them in there? I don't know. It does make more sense
it
that it would be
grinding
crack
them?
because it seemed like it would be a vial.
Yeah, is it like grinding it, or is it spitting it outside, or is it spitting it back? And it's I don't know.
I get, yeah.
So he goes, "Fuck, man, I get it from Rudy." He goes, "The football player,
America's mayor,
John." What's his name? John Favreau. He's in Rudy. He's not Rudy, but
Sean
Astin?
New York City.
He goes, yeah, I guess. I don't know what any of those things are because we're in this movie. And so he goes, word, all right, well, give me his address. And he lives in like a real bachelor pad. So he goes to find Bobby Stylen and he goes, Bobby Stylen, I need you to, you real? Fuck yeah, I'm real. I'm Bobby Stylen. He goes, all right, I got a job for you.
It's pretty wild that like everybody's got a home back then. You know, like Bobby Stylen probably doesn't have a ton of money, but he's got like a perfectly fine apartment in a hotel.
In a hotel, yeah. He probably pays, what, $20 a week?
Yeah.
It's a flop house. And he goes, all right, well, let's do this gig. And he goes, all right, I'm going to sleep first, though. That's cool.
Did you live in a flop house?
Yeah, but they all share a bathroom.
That's fine. You like that.
I do like that. You're right. I'm cool with it. I'm Bobby Stylen now. The trick is what they're going to do is they're going to go to Rudy's house and rob him for his heroin money.
Remember Matty Wood's apartment had a shared bathroom?
It did in the violin factory.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, an old violin factory.
It's like,
now it's a fucking posh apartment.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. Because they got rid of Devil's Advocate and built it up.
And they get to the house and Bobby Stylen's like, I don't know, man. He ain't leaving. We should just get out of here. And he goes, oh shit, he's leaving. Word. Bobby Stylen. About to whatever.
It's time for Bobby Stylen to clean house.
He's like talking in third person all the time.
Does he say that all the time?
He does, yeah. And they break into the house, and I'm thinking, where do you look? It's like a 2-story condo. Where are you going to find his heroin money?
Yeah.
Billy just starts knocking books off the shelf. Bobby goes upstairs. He starts trying on the guy's fucking clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2 henchmen come back. Lloyd Flynn?
Neil
Flynn. And other guy. And Billy goes, Bobby, they come in. And he hides, though. So they come in and they see all the books that Billy knocked down. They go, shit, somebody's in here. And Billy gets the drop on the one guy. But then Flynn gets the drop on him. But then Bobby found a metal lockbox and he knocks Flynn out. And Billy puts the gun on the other guy and he pulls the hammer back. And Bobby Stylen goes, what you doing, man? We got to get out of here. He goes, I want to know how it feels. And he drops the gun and they run away.
I like this. It's good that they put their fingerprints everywhere.
Absolutely.
I like that.
So they bust open the box and it's full of fucking bearer bonds.
No.
$250,000 worth of bearer bonds.
That's $250,000.
That's going to mature in like a week.
Was it a week?
It seemed like an awfully short amount of time.
Yeah.
So Rudy goes, what the fuck, you idiots? They stole my bearer bonds and I need that back. Go sit on every fence. They got to sell it somewhere.
And you two better pray we catch these little bastards, or I'm going to have you checking IDs at some fucking blowjob joint on Cicero Avenue.
So Bobby Stylen goes in to see fucking Avi, and he goes, I got these bearer bonds, sucker. And the guy goes, I'll give you $60,000 And he goes, let me talk to my partner. And then it cuts to him and Billy in the car driving away.
Were they going to take it?
Billy goes, why didn't you take the $60,000, man? I need money fucking now. Me and Ray Don Chong got to get out of town.
Why? Can't you just keep them? And
I would.
Yeah.
I mean, you make do while you can, or sell a few, get some walking around money.
Yeah.
Bobby goes, all right, man, let's take it. But take me with you, please.
Can I come too?
Nobody thinks I'm cool.
I keep pretending like I'm cool, but everybody knows that I am not.
I am a piece of not.
Yeah.
And he goes, man, I ain't taking you with me. What the fuck you talking about?
Oh, you don't want to hang out with a
N-word?
Like me.
And he goes, what?
Why are you doing that?
Why are you playing a race card?
None of our interactions have anything to do with
Suggested
anything
like that. Yeah.
I'm actually like,
I just don't want to roll around with a child.
Yeah.
Basically.
I'm trying to leave town with like,
I'm on the run.
Yeah.
10 more minutes and I'm gone. And he goes, all right, Bobby Styling, I'll take you with me. All right.
Do you like Bobby Styling?
He kind of grew on me a bit.
Okay.
And so he goes, all right, well, let's set up the deal and then whatever. So he shows back up and the guy goes, oh, sorry, Bobby Styling. I sold you out to Rudy.
And he starts to leave the room and he's like, where are you going?
Yeah, where's my money?
And then Rudy comes in.
And he goes, well, I got to get going too. And he goes, So they chain him up to a thing and they're not really hurting him, but they're like, hey, we need you to tell us where your accomplice is.
Well, Julian, you say they're not really hurting him, but later on,
he's beat up.
It is as though he is also bleeding to death and he's been left to die on that bench.
So immediately he's not hurt, but Rudy must get bored and just start beating on him, I guess.
Yeah.
So they put what do they call that? A butane torch to his eyeball.
They don't actually. They just say, I'm going to cook your eye.
Not into it, but to it.
Nearby it.
Close in the proximity.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, he's at my home. So he sends his two guys to go over there.
Room 203.
And like idiots, they like screech up.
Yeah.
So Billy looks out. He sees him.
Oh, man, look, it's Neil Mahoney.
And he hides in a room outside of his room, and they run into the room, and he runs in behind him, and he gets the drop on him.
That's pretty good.
And he fucking shoots Neil Flynn in the arm.
Yeah.
And he makes them handcuff themselves through a bedpost, stuffs a sock into each of their mouths, and then uses their neckties to cinch the sock in their mouth. And leaves. And it goes back to where he knows Bobby's being held, but Rudy gets the drop on him. He puts a hose into Bobby's mouth because he's going to inflate him like
Yaphet
Kotto in James Bond and the Bronx.
Yep.
But they start fighting. Fisticuff. And Billy spray paints him in the eyeballs.
Yep.
And then drops something really heavy on his legs because the place is on fire now. And he gets Bobby down, and Bobby goes, get the bonds, man. They in the desk drawer. And he runs on. He gets them, comes back. Bobby still seems to be ambulatory of some sort. And they get out of there, and Rudy goes, hey, Billy, don't leave me behind, man. My legs. And they leave, and the place just explodes.
Yeah.
And they get the fuck out of there. They go to a Greyhound station.
What did you think about that explosion?
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Pretty realistic.
That's so funny. You like these explosions. You said the same thing about that CT movie. You're like, I liked it when they blew up that cabin.
Oh, yeah. Because the door flies off.
Yeah.
It felt like they blew up this fucking derelict building in Chicago.
They did.
They absolutely did.
Found it to be a weird choice to be like, oh, we're going to do an explosion.
Fuck it.
We've spent $7 on special effects in this movie.
Yep. And they get out of there. They go to the Greyhound station. And at this point is when it seems like Bobby Styling is dying.
Yeah. I was like, did I miss it? Did he get shot?
I'm so thirsty. Because Billy get shot.
Billy's been blasted in the
gut. Yeah. In the flank. And I'm so thirsty. So Billy runs and gets him a big gulp.
Yeah. Probably full of like cola.
Yeah.
Like, maybe give him some water.
Doesn't buy him a bus ticket.
No, just leaves him there with
he gives him half the bonds or whatever. He goes, all right, see you later, Bobby. All right, Billy, you be cool, man. Don't forget about me. Never, Bobby Styling. And then he goes to Erica's house, and she's sleeping on the porch.
I know.
For some reason.
That's crazy.
Because it's been an extra day.
It's not an enclosed porch.
No, God, no. And she's just got a sweater draped on her.
This neighborhood's perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't sleep out there. I wouldn't do it if I was a woman.
No, a frail woman.
Yeah.
Good looking.
Mm-hmm.
And he just walks up.
Goddamn honey trap.
He's just dying. And he gives her his bonds, tucks it in.
Her butt cheeks.
And she walks away. He walks away and she goes, Billy? She wakes up.
And here's the paper flap. She's like, what's this? Bonds?
And he goes, oh, hey. And she goes, I can't leave with you. He goes, nah, I know. Be cool, though. You too, Billy. And he starts, like, limping away.
Stay gold, Billy.
I thought she was going to look down at her sweater because they hug.
Yeah.
And see the blood.
I would like to talk about how he gets blasted in the guts.
Mm-hmm.
If you got blasted in the guts and then we're like wandering around town for a few hours, you would be covered in blood. Your shirt, it would be so soaked into your shirt,
It'd
it
be
would
stuck
move
to you.
above.
It would start drying.
Yeah.
It'd be gross.
Your pants would be riddled with blood.
Yeah.
Your shoes would squish when you walk. You don't just get that first little
You'd be
blast of blood
pallid.
and that's it.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, of course, they established she's a
black woman
nurse.
Oh.
She's going to look down and see the blood.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Billy, I'm going to save you.
Yeah. No, he drives away.
Yeah.
And gets out at a BSNF train coupling station and falls into.
Is that train talk?
Yeah. Falls into
a memory hole?
A fence.
Does he fall or just kind of hang out there?
He falls into it and then he falls down. And then he turns around and he's sitting against it. And he pulls out a bunch of shit that blows away in the wind, except the photo of him and his mother, which he unfurls the edge and it's his papa.
Papa was a coppa.
Papa was a coppa. He touches it. Dell.
And then?
Dies.
Instantly dead.
Yeah. Which is probably pretty true. Because he's bleeding out for several hours.
I was going to say, it's probably been about 4 hours.
And then it's weird because it cuts to the next morning and two old guys come walking up.
Why did he choose that spot? He was in a car.
I honestly don't know. I thought it was like, because when he goes through some fencing at a building that's like fenced off and derelict.
Did you also think maybe he was going back to his old house?
That's exactly what I thought. I thought he was going to find his mother.
She's dead.
We know she's dead, but the ghost of her.
Oh.
The boxing gloves.
Welcome back.
Something.
Yeah.
Nope. It's nothing. And he's dead. And two old white guys come up to him. Hey, Sonny, you all right? And the guy checks him. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Let's get out of here. Can't do anything for him now.
Was that a good impression I just did?
It was.
Yeah.
And he is in fact dead.
Yep.
And the movie is in fact over. And that's the fence.
I thought this movie seems like it could have been kind of cool with the action-y stuff, like getting the drop on Neil Flynn when they were coming into the building. I thought that was pretty cool, man.
That's okay, yeah.
I would have liked it if he just killed them. Why didn't he just kill them?
Because when Bobby Stylen first approaches him with his plan,
doesn't he want to rob a liquor store?
He has no plan. He just wants to make moves. I'm thinking, oh, this is when he becomes the fence. It's not though.
No.
There's no real anything in here.
So you like it?
I do. I liked Billy Wirth. I thought his portrayal was actually pretty fucking good. Although, God, if he doesn't remind me of Ken Marino.
Okay.
I like Bobby Stylen. I liked Erica.
I don't know how good of an actor Billy Wirth actually is.
Hard to say. His hair is doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
He does good face acting, but I think it's mainly just a couple of different looks that he does, but he's perfect at them.
I thought he was really good.
Yeah.
But she was really good.
Man, I don't know that I would say he's like really good.
Yeah, he's really good.
I think he's good. I like him. Okay. Yeah, the girlfriend is also a good actress. Good actor. There's a lot of people that are awful in this movie.
Yeah, Rudy's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Dell's,
Dell's pretty bad, dude. Dell's pretty bad.
He's like they just got an old man.
Yeah.
And they're like, act.
Like, I have a vague memory of Morgan Freeman in Shawshank,
I feel
which
like
hasn't
I
come out
know
yet.
Dell, though, because in his IMDb photo, he's a security guard in something.
Oh, is he from Seven?
I bet you.
It's that guy that was the bus driver in Speed?
I bet you. Yeah, all of those.
I'm
he was in
surprised.
Night at the
Museum?
Yeah.
I didn't like this. I thought this movie was really boring. I didn't think it was trash, but I just felt like there wasn't a lot to it.
It's perfectly what I'm like okay with, like across the tracks.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm here.
God,
this is my Korean sandwich that's hurting my stomach.
I watched the last 8 minutes of this on my phone, and when it was over, it was like, up next, If Dog Rabbit. And I was like, really? If Dog, man, fuck, maybe we should have a podcast where we just see what Tubi tells us to watch next, man.
So that's interesting. I think for me, is that a jail movie?
If Dog Rabbit?
Yeah.
You know what? I've seen it. It's got Matthew Modine in it.
I feel like the movie they suggested for me was another movie about guys in jail.
I feel like If Dog Rabbit, they're like robbing a track. And I think I kind of liked it.
I will say this. The number of ads was not egregious.
No, it was fine.
And not only that, like when I was watching my brother's HBO Max or Max account that had ads in it too.
Yeah, did anybody here know they do that?
I felt like the movie was still playing during the ads. So when it came back, I'm like, hey, what? This isn't where I was. Here, though, it either came right back or a few seconds before it went to break. So you never missed a moment.
What do you give this movie?
Out of a movie, I give it a movie.
Okay.
Nah, I'd give it honestly, I'd give it a 6, man.
Wild. I would give it a 5.
Okay.
When I was watching this and it was so boring, it made me think of Monument Avenue.
Oh, man.
And
we know I like that movie.
If I had watched Monument Avenue now, if it wasn't in the very first run of movies we did, I bet I wouldn't have been so hard on it. After watching so many slow, dull, derivative films, I feel like Monument Avenue would have been fine. I would say Monument Avenue is better than this, although I like Billy Wirth more than anybody in that.
Honestly, I was like, up until when he asks her to run away with him, I was buying it. A hook, line, and sinker.
Okay.
And then that shit happened, and I'm like, man, you're so toxic.
Yeah.
You know, why would you even think she would She just told you her life plan, bruh.
I don't know why Billy thinks he can go fight with his parole officer about some of his pay being taken away.
That too. I mean, confront him, but
why
accept
even?
It. Be like, hey, man, you taking my money? Yeah, I'm taking your money. That's life. All right.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, right? Like, what can you do?
That's all you got to do.
All the power.
I'm going to speak to your superior, either because you could quit that job.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still on parole. Yeah, but he got you that gig. But you could quit that if you wanted. Try to find something else. Or
what pays as much as the Lava Factory, though?
I wish they'd make a sequel and we just follow Bobby Stylen. He gets on a bus to Connecticut.
Bro.
Starts opening up a crab shack.
You know, what did I just watch? I was there's the Showgirls sequel.
Oh, yeah, starring the one girl.
Red Letter Media.
Yes.
You could just do this, Jules.
I could.
Get a couple dollars together.
I bet you.
And you could probably hire Bobby Stylen if he's not dead.
Oh, he's not dead.
What do you give Billy?
I'm going to give him a 7.
It's a little weird having two Billys.
It is.
Billy Crudup, Billy Wirth.
I don't recognize Billy Crudup anymore, though.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. 7's kind of a lot, man.
I know. He carried this movie.
Well, obviously. Who else would? He's in the whole thing.
I don't know.
I give him like 6.5. I liked him. He's good, right?
This motherfucker.
7. I mean,
poo-pooing. There's no wide golf here.
7 just seems too high.
Okay. I'm sticking with it.
I'm
going to watch this movie again just to spite you.
No, you're not.
I'm going to send you pictures of me doing it.
Yeah. Maybe like if you could have a list of cool things I've told you to watch behind you while you're watching The Fence the second time.
And I'm burning it. The piece of paper. Yeah.
I don't know what comes after this. Oh, wait. What?
I don't know. Your movie? When did these come out?
I don't know. Well, we got another lineup of movies coming soon and maybe my episode. Well, yeah. Hey, Jules, let's tell them what's coming up later on this week.
Your pick.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, I got this new pick. Mm-hmm. It's the kind that shreds.
Very good.
The Last Boy Scout.
Yep.
I was waiting for you to pick it.
And I did, but I was like, well, he said he was going to pick it anyways. I'm not going to pick it.
Yeah. I needed it to happen. I needed to watch The Last Boy Scout. I've had the kind that shreds stuck in my head for a year.
What a film it might turn out to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Haven't watched it yet.
Satan Claus is out there, Jules.
Oh.
He's waiting for you.
He better be. So we on...
No, let's not even say it.
Okay.
Let's say, I've been Jason.
I've been Jules.
Have a great night.